CMUEagles.com here with men's basketball associate head coach Charlie Wilson following Central Methodist 70-63 win at Avila. Coach, your general thoughts from the game?
Anytime you come in here and get a win, it's a big win. Tough place to play, very physical team. It's a place we normally don't play very well in. So I'm proud of the guys that stepped up. We got down early, put their heads up, fought back. We did a lot of good things and just enough to get the win.
Central Methodist struggled at Avila last year, but was able to control the game for the most of the part. Talk a little about the difference in today's game.
We handled it better. Avila is just going to get in you hard. They're going to deny everything. Really, really physical. And if you go at them, you have a chance. If you back away and are very timid, you're going to struggle. I thought last year they came out and punched us first, and instead of punching back, we laid down. And that's something we talked about again going into today. You know what you're going to get with them. It's either you step up and handle it or you don't. And it was ugly, but the guys stepped up.
Melvin Tillman and Elliott Black were the primary forces in the first matchup for Central Methodist in their 10-point win against Avila and Fayette. Tonight it was the trio of Michael Banks Jr., Eric Franklin, and Elliott Black. Talk a little bit about Michael, who scored a game-high 20.
Mikey hit open shots. Like I said, they put so much pressure on you. They take you out of running your stuff. And Mel and E. Frank did a great job getting in gaps. And Mikey was open, and he stepped up. Like I said, after the mid-AM game, that's the Mike we expect. Step up, make big plays, hit big shots. And he did a great job for us tonight.
Central Methodist was down 12-2 in the early going, and Avila was running a 2/3 quarter trap from what it appeared. Your team erased that deficit. What did Coach Sherman and you say to your squad in the huddle after a timeout to get your team back in the game?
Quit throwing them the ball. I mean, their first 12 points were on layups. Our turnovers, we'd go down and miss a shot, we'd walk back, they'd run the floor, get a layup. We told them it's a good enough team to fight 5-on-5 half court. You better quit giving them easy stuff. And it took us a little bit to wake up. I mean, Avila's different. Just their pressure and how they do things is different than everybody. And if you don't show up ready to go, they're going to jump out on you like they did us. But like I said, good job responding on our guys' part.
After struggling shooting from the field on Thursday and against Graceland, your team shot 50% from the field tonight. What did that hot shooting do for your offense and really open up the game plan?
Well, everybody keys on Mel and E. Frank on the perimeter. And that's the top of everybody's scouting report as far as perimeter goes. So like we talked about with Mikey, you're going to get open shots because when Mel gets in a gap or E. Frank gets in a gap, they're drawing everybody. When Elliott gets it on the block, he's drawing everybody. And you're going to get open shots. I thought we did a better job sharing the ball tonight. And obviously you hit a couple early. The basket gets a little bigger, confidence gets going. And against Graceland, we couldn't hit one to get our confidence going. So.
The difference in the game seemed to be 3-point shooting. 10 of Central Methodist's 21 made field goals were from behind the arc, and Avila was 0 of 11 from 3-point range. If you had known those stats coming in, would you have expected the margin of victory to be possibly a little larger?
I would have asked you what were the offensive board totals and the free throw stats because that's what Avila thrives on. I mean, they're getting 15 offensive boards a game. Free throws, they just all crash the boards and the rim so hard that that's when they win games, is when they lead those two stats. They're not a three-point shooting team. They really only got a couple guys that have shot them on a regular basis, and that's part of our game plan going in. So I knew we would have an opportunity to shoot a lot more. I knew if we played our game, we would hit a lot more. I was just hoping the offensive boards and free throws were close enough to give us a chance.
Avila was right on their rebounding average and out-rebounded Central Methodist 15-3 on the offensive boards, but your team locked down Avila to 33% shooting overall in the game, including Avila only shooting 28% in the second half, 9 of 32 from the floor. What did you say to your squad at halftime in order to essentially take away Avila's shooters?
To be honest, our communication was horrible first half. We were getting caught on every screen, a lot of equals that we should have been switching. Ball screen defense was horrendous. So we were just trying to clean up our mistakes, self-inflicted mistakes. And, second half defense is on the other end, so it's harder for the bench to talk, and you're really relying on those 5 guys. And I thought the second half we did a better job. We still had a lot of lapses, but we did a much better job talking and getting through things second half than we did first half.
The reigning conference player of the week, Elliott Black, posted 19 points and 9 boards, just went off a double-double. He's really played well as of late. Talk a little bit about the play of Elliott.
Like I said, man, he's the hardest working big in the league, in my opinion. In fact, sometimes he hurts himself by going too fast. He'll miss a screen because he's so anxious to get to the second half of the set. And tonight, the second half especially, he slowed down a lot more. I thought first half everybody rushed. Second half especially, EB slowed down. And he's going to get those numbers just because he's going to work himself to get 13 to 15 a night, and he should always have 6 to 10 boards a night just by how hard he works.
Eric Franklin almost had a double-double, but with 13 points and 9 assists. Avila as a team totaled only 9 assists in the game. What did Eric's ball sharing ability do to open up your offense?
Well, Avila denies everything hard, so we'll come down the floor and they'll deny all 4 guys, and that allowed E. Frank to get into a lot of gaps. E. Frank is really good at getting himself open off the ball, and tonight he did a great job catching and immediate react. Saw the open guys. Mikey was hitting, EB hit some, Darian hit a couple, Mel. So it takes guys on the other end of that pass to hit the shot, but E. Frank did a great job hitting them in rhythm, hitting them in stride, and setting them up.
Avila entered Saturday as one of the top steals teams, not only in the conference but in the country. But Eric Franklin's assist-to-turnover ratio was 3-1. Talk a little bit about what ball security meant in today's game.
It's huge. We have 23 turnovers overall, I think, and that's Avila. You gotta handle the ball. We have 14 turnovers in the first half. So again, we got rushed. We got out of what we want to do a little bit, but I thought today we fought back a lot better than we have in the past, especially against Avila.
Central Methodist travels to Missouri Valley next Thursday. Your early thoughts on playing the Vikings?
I mean, that's our rival. That's right down the road. So it'll be I'm sure a packed house, hostile, just like it was at our place. If you don't show up ready to go, you're going to be in trouble. So it's a tough place to play. Great atmosphere. It's a great opportunity for our guys.